Hey everyone, I'm King. Welcome back to KingSpade channel. Today we have another side episode on a very hype game Ragnarok Origin Global. So I have spent a good amount of time figuring out the damage calculation for ROO, and I think I've cracked the code on the damage calculation in ROO, and I can't wait to share my findings with you all. Understanding how the damage is calculated is crucial, as it helps form a formula that shows how the game calculates damage, giving you clarity on which stats to focus on for optimizing your damage output. Now, as a seasoned player of ROX, the game have an incredible community. The players have dedicatedly truly analyzed and dissecting every aspect of the game, figuring out almost everything about it, from simple things like monster experience and stat database, life skill probability, pet database, card database, to technical aspects like damage calculation and enhancing, enchanting, and refining probability. Players even created simulators to test these things. However, when it comes to ROO, there's still so much to discover. Even basic information like monster experience database remains elusive. Nada, nowhere to be found. Now, many of you who have been following this channel since ROX might think that I don't play ROX anymore because I've been making a lot of ROO content lately. But I'm here to let you know that I'm still a dedicated ROX player and will continue to bring you ROX content. It's just that with the global release of ROO, there's a whole new world to explore, and I'm excited to share this journey with you. So going back to the topic, here I have my character completely stripped down. No equipment is equipped, and I've also unemployed all pets. Feathers have been removed, and the core also has been taken out. I will be testing the damage with only the stats from the attributes. Some stats are permanent and can't be removed, like the stats from the title, guild additional stats, and monster research. These stats are reflected in the character details, so I will use the details in the character page for the calculation. Now, some of you had asked where can you test your damage. Most of the players like to go to the dummy at upper left corner of Frontera City, but hitting the dummy here does not show your total DPS, damage per second, or accumulated damage over a period of time. To test your damage, you should go to the build option at the side menu, tap on build, and go to the dummy option at the lower left part of the screen. Tap on it and you will be transported to the testing battleground. Here you will have the dummy. You can change the dummy element attribute, size, and race to suit your preference for testing, and you can also summon MVP for your damage test. Now let's see how much damage my stripped down character deal to the dummy. Here I use the default dummy setting, neutral element, medium size, and brute. Notice that the damage varies for every hit. This makes my damage calculation hard, as it cannot yield the exact damage number. But if you observe it more, the damage has a range. The lowest damage is 663 and the highest damage is 702. So the calculated damage should be in between of this number. We just have to assume that there is a variance difference from the calculated damage, as the damage in the game is set as such that it is between a range and not an exact number. So this is the formula that I come up with, and these are the character stats for the current state. Plugging in the values, the total damage is 750. It is not in the range of the damage dealt in the game. Now here is another challenge when I try to make this formula. For this formula, I added the PVE damage bonus stat at the end as an additional flat number to the calculated damage. But according to the stat description, the PVE damage bonus stat increased the damage by percentage when attacking monster. So instead of adding the PVE damage bonus stat as a flat number, it should be a multiplication of a percentage value, which in this case we don't know how much percentage value is for 235 PVE damage bonus. For the PvP damage bonus, it is revealed that when the value is plus minus 500, the damage is increased by plus minus 17.5%. When the value is plus minus 1000, the damage increase is 25%. And when the value is plus minus 2000, double the value, the damage increase is 40%. So the damage increase has a diminishing gain. Assuming that the PVE damage bonus stat also have a diminishing gain for the damage increase, the 235 should have a percentage value. But with no further details given, we can only assume that the PVE damage bonus percentage value, when multiplied with the damage that we calculated, the total damage should be in the range of the damage variance. Next, let's do more tests. Let's equip the weapon. By equipping the weapon, now the physical attack is increased. We also have a refined attack value from the plus 8 refined level. The physical damage bonus percentage is increased. We now also have the additional physical damage value. Now for the additional physical damage stat description, it said here when your attack deals damage, you ignore the physical damage dealt by the enemy's defense and damage reduction. The description is quite confusing, but I think what it meant is that the additional physical damage is ignore the target defense and damage reduction. So in that sense, it is a flat damage that is added to the final damage. Put all of the values in the calculation, the total damage is 1558. It is not that far off from the in-game damage variance. And remember that the PVE damage bonus should be a multiplication, not an additional value. So there you have it, my attempt on breaking down the damage formula. Now this formula is only applicable for normal attack. For crit damage, the critical damage bonus should be taken into account. And also for skill damage, the skill damage multiplier should also be added into the formula as well. In addition, this test is assuming that the dummy has 0 defense. For a complete formula, a comprehensive test should be done with other stats taken into consideration, like the target defense and damage reduction stat, and also your ignore defense stat as well. So what is the take from this test? There are some damage multipliers in ROO that I don't see in ROX, specifically the range damage and also the PVE damage bonus stat. From the formula, the range damage stat is just another damage multiplier similar to the element, size and race multiplier. So which one of the stats is more important? Since all these stats provide the same damage output in a sense that it gives 1:1 ratio, all stats are important, and having a balanced stat will give the optimum damage output. For example, let's say you have 2000 physical attack, times that with all of the damage multiplier. Say you have 40% damage on range damage, 20% on size and race, and 10% damage on both physical damage bonus and element, amounting to 100% total damage multiplier. You will get 4878 damage. Let's say you have a balanced stat with 20% damage for all of the damage multiplier, amounting to the same 100% damage multiplier. You will get higher damage with 4976. So to optimize your damage output, you should have a balanced stat for all of the damage multiplier. Now players also ask, does the PVE damage bonus stat important? Should you also focus on that, or can it be neglected? In the grand scheme of things, the PVE damage bonus is a damage multiplier to the final damage output. It will multiply your damage even more. But since we do not know the relation or conversion of the flat stat to the percentage value yet, it is hard to know how much PVE damage bonus stat that we need to get the optimal damage output. Furthermore, if it is also follows the PvP damage bonus stat nature, which have a diminishing gain, there should be a threshold as to how much you should get, and you shouldn't be getting more than the threshold. Alright, I hope this video helped you on your plan on which stat you should be getting more to have the optimal damage output. That's it for this video. This time video shoutout goes to... Thank you for always supporting me and this channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And also don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. And as always, happy playing. Bye bye.